Guys, 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 6.85% down right now. Guys, guys, and girls, guys and girls, and girls and guys. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. The moon is working, definitely. 100% the moon is working. Finally, we're getting this out of the way. Patch guitar. Guys, 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 guys. Guys. Guys, guys. Not this one. Guys, guys, guys. Guys, 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 guys. And girls, and girls, and guys. Girls and guys. Everybody, guys and girls. Markets are dumping big time. S&P 500 minus 3.70, Nasdaq minus 4.6%, Dow Jones minus 2.6%. You also see that European markets are down. Everything's down beside Moscow. I don't know, man. Every time I look at the chart, Moscow is going up. Let's check Moscow just for a second up here. How's Moscow doing? This is Moscow. Let's go to the daily time frame up here. It did dump on the downside though. It is recovering. It is recovering all the time up here. Going towards upside. This is weekly time frame on Moscow. You know, Moscow is still, you know, recovering, but you know, it's still, you know, it just dumped too much on the downside, so it's going a little bit back up here before, you know, even that dumps on the downside. So nothing very special that's happening. Minus 6.9%, guys, 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 guys. Lines are getting broken, guys, guys. Lines are getting broken. Still 3 days and 9 hours left on the weekly time frame up here. Let's just get it out of the way. I think the new trading range will be 32 to 37. The new trading range. Putin's doomsday plan flew over Moscow yesterday. Means he's gonna nuke. Yeah, I don't know how you figured that out, but you know, whatever. So where are we gonna start, guys? Where are we gonna start? We're gonna start on the weekly time frame, daily time frame. What are we gonna? Minus 7.5% right now. We are definitely looking for the button right now. This is impulsive, way impulsive move towards downside. So just might be, you know, nice, you know, place to, you know, put some, you know, nice buy orders maybe down here soon. You know, in expectation of some kind of a move towards the upside. We still don't have that move towards the upside, but we're gonna try to catch that move towards the upside. We're gonna try see what's happening if there is any kind of move towards the upside. Now, after the you know, Fed meeting yesterday, everybody got a little bit bullish, and the moving averages just quit on life. Yeah, the moving averages are like, hey man, WTF, what WTF are you doing? Stop, stop, stop. I can't keep up, you know. So moving averages are, you know, lagging behind, like, you know what, that means that, you know, there will definitely be some kind of pullback eventually, but that pullback is not, you know, certain that it will go, you know, to 100k or anything like that. You know, pullbacks are pullbacks. That those things can happen. Yesterday we had a Fed meeting. You know, from whatever everybody was saying, you know, it was, you know, expected, priced in 0.5%. You know, 0.75% is off the table. But I mentioned to another guy on YouTube channel that I don't actually think that, you know, 0.75% is off the table. I just think he's, you know, trying to calm the, you know, population, and, you know, trying to tell everybody, you know, it's gonna be okay. We're not gonna, you know, increase too much. You know, there will be, you know, 0.5 increase, but nothing like 0.75. But, you know, he's not gonna say it, you know, until we actually see that, you know, inflation is going rampant. Then he will be like, well, I know I said that we are not gonna increase, but right now, you know, the situation is a little bit different. So, you know, right now we gotta increase by 0.75 or even a whole 1% towards upside. So we're gonna see how that is actually working out. That said, we were a little bit bullish yesterday. We had a nice move above certain resistances. We had the bullish engulfing candle on the daily time frame up here, as you can see here, bullish engulfing candle, and right now we are having a bearish engulfing candle right back down, and this bullish engulfing candle got us above the 10 moving average and 20 moving average up here. Everything was looking nice. We even had the bull flag, guys. We even had the bull flag. I'm gonna show you that. The problem up here on Bitcoin is that we failed to create some kind of higher high up here. On Ethereum we did do that. On Ethereum we did create higher high up here. You can see here, we were actually watching it today, we did create some kind of high and a higher high towards the upside, which is actually nice. But unfortunately Ethereum is not leading Bitcoin, Bitcoin is leading Ethereum, and Bitcoin and Ethereum is not leading anything. The markets and the world situation is leading us right now towards, you know, some kind of demise. On the downside we are breaking like literally everything right now. Now on the today in the Bitcoin daily we are sitting up here at some kind of top up here, and there was very nice bull flag. I'm going to show you bull flag up here. Where was it? We are thinking, you know, some kind of bull flag up here. Where is the lines? Where are my lines, man? Let me draw the channel up here. It was a very nice channel. So over here we are thinking that this move towards the upside, you know, this move towards the upside, the flagpole, and over here, you know, this is gonna be a bull flag, and we are gonna go towards the upside, because this you know, only consolidation pattern, and it's fine, you know, whatever, it works well. But you need to, you know, exit above the resistance up here and continue towards the upside. And unfortunately we actually failed that. You can see here, you know, right over here, especially if you go to the 5-minute chart, you'll see how nicely we actually broke on the downside. So we are going, everything was going fine as long as we are holding the support, as long as we are holding this channel, everything was going fine. And right over here we fell below the moving average, we went a little bit zigzag, and as soon as we fell out of this channel towards downside, meaning the bull flag was, you know, invalidated towards downside, it just started dropping like crazy, right? So you can see how important having the correct lines are on the chart, and if you have the correct lines you might actually have seen this. So as soon as I saw you know, this happening on the small time frames, we are breaking on the downside, I thought, oh man, this is not looking good. But I was still having some kind of hope, because although we are below, we have been let me just move, although we have been, you know, below the 20 moving average down here, I was thinking, you know, the 10 moving average can maybe hold on the way down. Now you can see down here that this 10 moving average actually failed big time, and we are all the way down. Not only are we below the back below the 20 and the 10 moving average, we are also back below the support as well. Now we still got something like 8 hours left on the daily time frame up here, so you know, there is a good chance that we might recover some of that. Depends on how much we can recover, but it's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good, definitely not looking good. So when you have any kind of bull flag in tech analysis, when you have bull flag and you invalidate that bull flag, you know, bearishness kicks in, right? So this is hugely bearish right now. DXY flying, yeah, DXY is up 1.29% up towards the upside, and this target we actually called up here at the top is we are still below 103 level. So you know, this is still some kind of top up here, but we did you know, fall down on the news. You know, that means, you know, money was probably flowing from the dollar into the markets right now. But over here, you know, it started, you know, ramping towards the upside, and you can see here how the markets are reacting right now. So the dollar is getting stronger and stronger, while everything else is getting weaker and weaker, unfortunately. Bitcoin is down right now minus 7.35%. So we're gonna keep on watching what's happening down here. Now first and foremost, we need our lines, guys. We need lines. We need to see where the wedges, where the support and resistance are. Right now you can see that we are breaking on the downside, this very, very important falling wedge on the downside, which is the most terrible thing that you can have on the chart right now. This you know, breakout towards the upside is definitely right now almost still 8 hours left, guys. Still 8 hours left, and I'm not saying that we cannot recover 7% right back up again or stay inside up here, but unless we recover all the way up here or even above this you know, this support up here, it does look bearish, very, very bearish indeed. It does look. Right now we are holding this support. If we are a little bit you know, broke it on the downside because of the volatility, right now pulling back a little bit towards the upside, but this looks very bad. If you break this line on the downside, if you break the support line, anytime you have a trend line, you break the trend line, you increase the speed, right? You increase the speed. Now when you break the downtrend, what happens, guys? I've been saying this a lot before, I hope you remember. You increase the speed of that downtrend. So breaking this trend line over here, that's going something like this up here, breaking the trend line means that we are going to increase the speed towards downside, guys. We're going to increase the speed towards downside. Oftentimes these downtrend lines do tend to be very volatile. So I'm looking definitely at this level up here right now, today, tomorrow, you know, this week, to actually see how this actually gonna play out. But if we start breaking the downside, you know, volatility will kick in big time up here. Let's go to the weekly time frame, and you see right now that on the weekly time frame we are breaking very important level of support down here at 37.7. This has been the daily support, weekly support, whatever, right? We are right now breaking it. You can see also these bottoms down here. First we came to 37.7 with the wick, then we, you know, broke a little bit right back up again, then we held it on the dollar up here. So three times, 1, 2, 3, three times we held this level up here at 37.7. Extremely important level. So, you know, not getting back above the 37.7, I would say that's the most crucial thing right now that can happen on the chart, because we are back inside this falling wedge right now, and we are technically looking like, you know, this is a doomsday scenario. This is the worst case that could happen right now, and I don't see anything else but lower levels right now below 37. I mean, even thinking like we can go as far down as 35 levels, maybe even down as 32 levels. I don't want to talk about, you know, 23, 24, 25, although 23, between 23 and 25 level is the way I see the bottom around there. If we fail to, you know, hold these 35 and 32 levels, we're also gonna, you know, check out a little bit more on the bigger time frames and see where these very important levels of support are lying. But right now we are dumping like crazy, and you know, this is definitely right now looking like a fake out towards the upside. I mean, everything looks nice and so forth, but I was being really worried. I was almost FOMOing in up here at the top, because I was thinking like if this starts breaking towards the upside, we might see some kind of, you know, 41.5 levels up here. That'd be completely normal. Now, what did I say today in today's video, Bitcoin video? Failure to get even close to these kind of levels up here at 41.5. Failure to get even close, because I was thinking this is can maybe go up here, maybe, you know, pull back a little bit, whatever, and then maybe can break it and continue towards the upside. I thought like this over here right now, this over here, failure to get back up here, failure to show bullishness toward the, you know, real resistance at 41.5, 42 level, will be very bearish. This is a very bearish move right now towards downside. Unfortunately, it's not helping, you know, a slight bit us right now. And you can see here right now we got a 4-hourly close, extremely bearish 4-hour close over here. Actually, the support down here on the short term is down there, and you can see right now we just closed right now this 4-hourly close, extremely overextend towards downside. Let's check the overextensions. This is where this indicator shines, TLA overextend indicator. This is where we shine big time right now, and this is how we are picking the bottoms, guys. This is how we're picking the bottoms. So right now you're gonna see down here, this is almost, you know, the full bull market, that these levels right now that we are at right now, they do not come that often. Only on big huge moves towards downside, big volatility, they do kick in. Now we can definitely extend this more towards downside, because you can see down here, now this is very special case. This was the 4th December dump, the new moon dump with ellipse. This was the micro moon with eclipse on the same day. This was a very special event, and it dumped like big time, but we can definitely dump. You can see here in these volatile moves towards downside that we have been on the 4-hourly dumping even further towards downside. So there is no telling right now, although we do look like we are extending in some kind of, you know, sideways move. This might have been some kind of bottom. I cannot call the bottom right now on this, because it is just such a violent move towards downside. The S&P 500 is right now down minus 3.5%, and Dow Jones is down minus 3%. Let's go to 1-hourly time frame. Still, you know, red after red after red towards downside. Let me see extensions down here on 1 hour. 1 hourly is extended, as you know what, towards downside. These are huge extensions towards downside. So what we are looking for right now is some small time frames, and maybe some hopefully some breakout towards the upside up here. Let me see up here. There might be some kind of line up here, something like this, give or take. If we can manage to get above this line, maybe, just maybe, we can stop this downtrend, this very scary downtrend right now, and get some kind of pullback towards the upside. Right now there is a lot of fear and anxiety in the market, so you can also see this move towards downside. I've been noticing this a lot lately. You go slowly down, and then for some reason you just drop down. So this is some kind of capitulation candle on a 5-minute time frame. Right now it's still pushing towards downside. I would assume that we are getting very close to some kind of, you know, local bottom right over here. If you can manage to break this line up here, we might have a slight pullback towards the upside. Now there's this level at 37.7 up here. Let's pull this line exactly at 37.7 because 37.7 is the correct line. There we go, 37.7. So I would assume that this move, if we can manage to break this trend line down here, this can go all the way up to some kind of 37.7. That's something like right now, something like 2% towards the upside on Bitcoin, of course. And you can see here down here, this looks like some it's bottoming out right now, and it just might pull back. So I am, although the fear is right now at maximum, and this can definitely continue dumping on downside, we are already extending on the small time frame, so small time frames can pull back a little bit before we continue the big moves towards downside. So there is another trend line up here. There's another trend line on the 5-minute chart that needs to be broken if you want to, you know, have a little bit bigger moves towards the upside. So down up here, you can see how nicely this move has been dropping down, and how this 10 and 20 moving average has been pushing down on the price. So I will assume there is some kind of line up here. Let me just see where it is. Maybe all the way up here. So this is the second line up here. So this downtrend, this 5-minute downtrend down here, you know, started. You can see what's happening when you break the support. So let me just remove the moving averages for a second over here, and so you can see this. So you can see here we have almost been in a channel down here, falling on the downside, right? But we broke that channel on to the downside. And what happens when you break a trend line that goes towards downside? You increase the speed. So you can see down here that the speed increased towards downside, right? Increased big time towards downside. Right now it is consolidating up here. So this this dump over here, you know, had a capitulation candle right over here. Right now it's consolidating down here, pushing as much as it can towards downside, but I should expect some kind of move either to this you know, resistance line up here, or all the way up to some kind of 37.7 move towards the upside. We can already see that we are breaking a little bit. Maybe my line is a little bit off target up here. Let's check it out. Yeah, I think we are pretty much right now above that. So right now we are pulling back a little bit. So this pullback, you know, it's very nice, and it comes, you know, very handy right now, because you know, the fear just, you know, grew too much, and panic just, you know, exploded up here. So oftentimes when these things kind of happen, because we've been just dropping slowly, very slowly, but when you break these resistance support lines, you know, trend lines, trend support lines towards downside, you get these capitulation. Now capitulation, there is a lot of selling, huge amount of volume kicking in. You can see the volume up here start picking it up here. You know, this is a capitulation candle up here, but it's a capitulation candle on 1 minute time frame, maybe even 5-minute time frame up here. This is a capitulation candle on the 5-minute time frame. You can see how nicely the price has been going down, and the volume has been picking up all the way up to this capitulation candle. And once this capitulation candle, you know, market is right now, you know, chilling down a little bit. This secondary move came back down to, you know, some kind of double bottom down here, and right now we are pulling back a little bit. Now we do have these two very important trend lines up here, this one and this one, that we need to break towards upside. 37.7, again, very important level to get above. I don't know if you're gonna get above that today or not. You know, that's the best kind of scenario right now in this, you know, terrible market, to get up here and close up there. And it's not that much, guys. It's not that much. That's only something like how much is that right now? Something like 2% up, and you know, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Well, technically we are not gonna be fine, but you know, we still got certain levels that you know, but it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something, because this 37.7 line, you can see down here, if we can get back above the 37.7 line, technically we are still holding support, guys. Technically we are still holding support, so that's fine and dandy, right? That's fine and dandy. Let me just remove this up a little bit up here. Let me remove the volume for a second up here. Let's go to the daily time frame. Let's zoom it in nicely up here. Let's draw the wedge again. The fake out, of course, very bad so far. Very bad fake out. And you can see down here we are still holding support, but I don't see this ending well right now. This falling wedge on the downside has been, you know, our kind of last hope towards, you know, towards some kind of pump towards the upside. If you look at a weekly time frame, there has been a trend line that we've been watching lately. This is this one. Let's see if, you know, it might be this one as well, because there are so many touches. Sorry, there are so few touches on this over here. But you know, it's these two lines. It's these two pivot points on the downside. Now it can be a little bit different on other charts, but you can see how very nicely they correspond with both 37.7 and the trend line up here, and the bottom of this bottom of this falling wedge. Now this was the hopium all the time, you know, falling wedge on the support, confluence with the, you know, supports, and right now bullish falling wedge. So, you know, hope was that this Fed meeting will actually pump us towards upside, which is actually did, and the markets did react good. Unfortunately, there is just too much bearishness in the market, and we are right back down again because, you know, we kind of failed to continue. And I was always scared, you know, entire day today. I have been watching the charts, and I've been like, man, we are not showing strength. Like, there is no strength. Usually when you have bullish markets, usually when you have something, you don't go this long in some kind of, you know, some kind of a bull flag, you know, you just don't do that. You see bullishness, you see price trying to get new highs, you see price moving, you see activity, you see bullish patterns. Over here we are like, damn, man, we just hit some kind of resistance, we are stopping there, we cannot break that, we are going kind of sideways up here, and then the dump on the downside came. So unfortunately it is very bearish. And you know what they say, you know, in bull markets bad news do not matter, right? You can have as many bad news as you can in bull markets, the price will still continue going towards the upside. The same thing goes for bear markets. Doesn't matter what kind of good news you get, the price continues going on the downside. Now lately I've been on Twitter a lot, and I've been watching this guy called not CoinsKid. I've been watching this guy called Watcher Guru, and guys, you just have to see how much good news there is going around right now, and nothing is affecting the markets, guys. Nothing is affecting markets. Justin, this is 230 million liquidated from cryptocurrency marketing PS4. That's normal. According to a report of Quatric, 33% of Brits have purchased cryptocurrency. That's also a little bit bullish. We are halfway through the half mark, but that's not what you know, Binance and Shiba. So let's go a little bit down here. Binance right now wants to invest together with Elon Musk. That's very good, but still not what I want to talk about. EMF says adoption of Bitcoin in Central African republics raises major legal transparency economic policy challenges, but Central Africa is adopting Bitcoin, guys. Pakistan had constituted 3 committees to vote on legalizing or banning Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. This is also very good. So they wanna have some clarity in what's gonna happen, and most likely it's gonna be legalized if this goes through. Let's go a little bit back down here. Selected Gucci stores to experiment with Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and other cryptocurrency payment methods. So Gucci stores, you know, the rich guys can buy, you know, Gucci purses with Dogecoin. That's good, right? So there is all kinds of good news. South Korea has announced the approval of initial coin offering ICOs, reversing the 2017 ban. Super bullish news. Still dumping down, guys. Still dumping down. Someone transferred 300 million and paid 0.89% fee. Bullish, like all the rich guys are looking at this like, oh man, I want to transfer some to my kids, you know, but you know the fees are extreme. And that here is the, you know, the Fed rate, and this is like we are still, you know, in the last 19 hours of what has happened. Now, Yuga Labs is refunded gas. Yeah, that's normal. Binance is approved virtual. Yeah, in France, Binance has been approved as a virtual asset service, and it's moving the headquarters to France. You know, when it comes to the headquarters, that's what I heard. That's what I heard, right? So, you know, bullish. Bitcoin will reportedly make, yeah, that's Paris, its European hub after being approved as a virtual asset service provider in France. Bullish, right? Very, very bullish, right? Surprise anyone, CoinBase opened its NFT marketplace up to. So NFT markets on Coinbase. California government issued an executive order on cryptocurrency regulation, consumer protection, adoption of blockchain technology. Bullish! And this is still in 24 hours, guys. This is still in the last 24 hours. Look here, South Korea bank, Kakao Bank has announced plans to offer Bitcoin and crypto. There's so many bullshit. Like you gotta watch this guy. And like last 2 weeks, like there's so many of these things, man. There's so many of these things. There's so many of these things that are happening right now. You know. Gatorade has filed a trademark application for NFTs and the metaverse to offer virtual beverage products. Like, it's like bullish news after bullish news after bullish. Like, there's so many bullish things happening, guys, and nothing is happening with the price. Price just keeps on dumping towards downside, guys. We are in the ending of the bear market. The way I see it, if this continues dropping towards downside, which right now seems likely, we are holding this very nice support on the downside. But this is huge, guys. This is huge. We are going into some kind of capitulation phase, and after the capitulation phase, we're gonna get, you know, what we want. We're gonna get our next bull market. And as said, guys, if you believe that there will never be any other bull market ever again in cryptocurrency, just leave right now. Just leave, because you gotta believe a little bit. Because if there is another bull market, I'm telling you right now, all the coins that you're buying down at the bottom, even right now, the price will surpass those levels. The price will surpass, not financial wise, but price will surpass those levels. Man, I'm excited. I'm not excited about the dump. I'm excited about, you know, the options of buying cheap. Maybe a little bit about that. Rule 3, just wait until China invades the largest producer of chips in the world. Or do we not price in the news in crypto? I think it's already priced in. If there's a rumor, that can be priced in. If there's an idea, that it can be priced in, you know. So there is always that. 2025. You can say that the bull market is 2025, but when is the bottom? Like, this bull market started in January 2021, but the bottom was in 2018, guys. The bottom one is in 2018. Look here, guys. Look here, guys. So everybody says that the bull market started here, you know, November, you know, December 2020, right at the end of it. This is the bull market. But the bottom was, you know, a couple of years back down here. That's the bottom, guys. So what you are right now seeing and witnessing is preparation of that bull run, right? So if we start dumping on the downside and we do hit the 23 to 25 level, that I think it's the bottom down here. If you do go down here and hit these levels, these are gonna be the bottoms, guys. And then, you know, there is accumulation phase, there's slow move up, there is, you know, leading phase towards the bull market. You know, the bull market itself is the last phase, right? This over here is the last phase, right? After the bottom down here, after the bottom, we had a nice move towards the upside. We had, you know, reaccumulation along a reaccumulation phase, and this is the last phase of the bull market. Do not wait for the last phase, guys. Do not wait for the last phase. That's not what we're looking for. We are looking for the bottom to get all of these nice, sweet altcoins very, 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 very cheap. Then we're gonna, you know, gather our bags and we're just gonna hodl until the last phase. I tagged you in Twitter. Thanks for all your advices. 2,500 something. I don't know what that is, but you know, nice. Thanks, man. I appreciate money. Izam, he tagged me somewhere. So let's see what he tagged me for. Tila Crypto follow and support the late adopter. He's a really good guys. Shorted you 125x short. But I said, guys, I said it was a bull fake. I was actually a little bit bullish today. I was having hopium today. Nice, man. Very nice gains, man. Very nice gains. Very nice. 125x. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Appreciate the take, though. I appreciate the take, though. Appreciate the take. Can you look at the chart that separates the bull run to see where we are, the halvings? Yeah, I don't know if that's actually quite interesting. We can do that quite. Yeah, we can do that because there's an indicator. Because I do not want to draw the lines myself. So there is an indicator called halving, so something like that. Bitcoin halving countdown. Is the countdown? Do we need the countdown clock? Yeah, okay, we can have the countdown clock as well. Halving is 725. This is wrong. Can we labels visibility now? It's probably an old one. Halving events. There we go. We got a halving events. 1, 2, 3. But we don't have the next one though. We don't have the next one. Let's go to the weekly time frame up here. Okay, we can find the next halving event. The next halving event is 2025, right? So next halving event right now should be. Why don't you just show me the next halving events, man? Why do I have next Bitcoin halving? It's in. The first of which will happen. The next will occur in 2024. Yeah, but when it, countdown. Okay, countdown. March 30, 2024. Okay, we can put our own line. March 30, 2024. May April March 30. yeah, something like this up here. So these are the halvings, right? And what you can see right now, we can use the box, and this is what people normally do. Like, they take the box and they just copy the box from one side to another side, right? And you can see this box over here, you know, took a little bit longer, and this one took almost the same. And we can assume that this box up here, you know, will start here, you know, some kind of move will start. Now the dump down here after the top up here to the bottom took something like this long. Dump to the bottom took something like that long. You can see down here, and up here, you know, from the top it's up here somewhere, right? So down here, and you can see here June, July. I'm telling you guys, June, July, we already have the date. Like, doesn't matter how you twist and turn it around, June, July is the bottom. We know that super moons are coming in. This bear flag is gonna play out towards the downside. 14 June to 11 July, that's gonna be the bottom, guys. That's when we're gonna accumulate, you know, huge amounts. And then you have this period of, you know, accumulation and, you know, boring markets that are happening for, you know, until we get up, you know, for a little while up here. You can see up here, this actually lasts a little bit shorter. Technically, it lasts a little bit longer up here after the move. And, you know, oh, we forgot to do this up here. We forgot to do this up here. So if you take this box up here, the bottom stuff, let's say there's some kind of top up here, and then the bottom should become up here. Then you got some kind of, you know, 27, you know, down here, some kind of next halving, and this box up here as well. So from some kind of bottom up here, this might actually take a little bit longer or something like that, right? June, July, yeah, give or take. So yeah, it plays out kind of like this every single time, right? You got these three phases every halving. You got a, you know, start of the bull market, however high that goes. You got a, you know, some kind of bear market down to some kind of bottom, right? And you know, from the bottom, then you have a, you know, the lead in up to the next bull market, and you jump up. So right now we have this lead in. Right now we are going towards this bottom, towards the downside, and once we hit the bottom, wherever the bottom is, right? And after that, this down phase down here will be some kind of lead in to the next phase. So this should go down to some kind of like, oh, this is too far down. It's go down a little bit down here, some kind of 23, 24 levels. Yeah, some kind of 23, 24 levels, and then we'll have, you know, after that some kind of you know, consolidation phase, maybe slight move towards the upside, and then up here there will be a next bull market, right? Next bull market up here, give or take, whatever that is, right? Right, and then we come up here and start climbing, and then we go up, you know, in some kind of February, some kind of next stop, you know, wherever that is gonna be. I'm not saying that, you know, it's gonna be over there, but you know, that's basically what people are looking at. They are looking at these halvings, and you know, how they played out before and how they can play out again. But you know, right now everything is playing out, you know, the way it should be playing out, the way we have been actually looking at it. Now let's go back to Bitcoin and see how Bitcoin is doing right now. On 5-minute chart up here, we lost the line, so we can redraw the lines, and you can see here that right now the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna pop the moving averages up here. Right now, getting this 10 moving average, we had a nice line up here that did get broken, and we said a move towards the upside is most likely. We broke that. Right now we are pushing towards the upside. There is a trend line up here. Let's draw the trend line. Maybe somewhere up here you can see trend line. So we broke both of these trend lines up here. We broke both of the trend lines. Maybe a little bit more up here. There we go. So you can see we broke the trend line as well. So this downtrend, or this fast downtrend down here with the capitulation up here, going very fast. Now this on 1 minute and 5-minute chart. So these things are happening very fast. Imagine if you get some kind of a dump down here on a daily time frame, or you know, weekly time frame. You know, this can take forever, man. How many days is this actually? You know, let's say you have some kind of dump. You know, so this is 170. This is 6 months of downtrend, guys. This 6 months downtrend, and this does happen, guys. Exactly the same. Doesn't matter if it's 1 minute or the daily time frame. You know, just that 1 minute plays out very, very fast. You have some kind of very slow downtrend, then you get a capitulation. Once after the capitulation, you go back down to some kind of double bottom down here. You start climbing slowly towards the upside. You know, you start breaking the trend lines towards the upside up here, right? And you try to, you know, create a new high after that, right? You can see here we're getting a little bit rejection up here on the 100 moving average on the 1 hour time frame. Really does matter, not 1 hourly, 1 minute time frame. But we are trying to push through. So you know, there are definitely right now levels that needs to be broken towards the upside up here. levels that need to be broken towards the upside up here. I think these two levels, these yellow lines, are right now important. This on 5-minute charts, you know, it can tell you only so much, but you know, this 20 moving average, it looks very important. Also the 50 moving average is going to act important once we get to that. But the most important level I'm looking at right now, 37.7, guys. 37.7. I don't know if you understand how important 37.7 is, but that's what I'm looking for. This daily close right now, I'm looking at 37.7. Okay, so this level down here at 37.7, that's what I'm looking for. Let's just change the color on this one because reasons. So that this one I'm looking for, 37.7. If we can maybe somehow pull back above 37.7, there is still hopium. There is still hopium. You know, the hopium is small, but there is still hopium that we might actually, you know, there is still hopium that we might actually, you know, somehow climb out of this. Yeah, I know you said it was like a bull flag, but you also said to be careful if it's a false breakout, so I just waited that for the moment. Thanks, man, I appreciate it. You know, at least you got balls to actually do stuff like that, man. 125x, that's big, man, that's big. I warned you last night that I took profits. Yeah, you did, Bridge Cable. But somebody said like, who was it? Somebody in chat was like, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you. This is last chance, buy now. I don't know if it was Bridge Cable somebody else, but you know, Bridge Cable, I don't. Bitboy was right all along. September 21 was the end of the bull run. September 21. But September is up here, man. You know, the bull run ended in November, not September. But yeah, I remember that. I remember that very nicely. I remember that very good. Bitboy. Bull market. Yeah, see, Bitcoin bull run ends on this day, 2021 best crypto tick. This was in May 21. I don't know what Purdy told him about it. Market watch, Bitcoin chart, Ethereum, date, bull run ads. Let's try to find that exact time. Bitcoin chart, Ethereum chart. Oh, that was the mania top, man. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it was in that video, and then you know, I remember the moon was coming to you know, interview him, and I was talking about, you know, whether that's right or not. Sorry guys for getting BB on the screen. It was supposed to be a funny remark. Crypto Sevi in the chat. There's no Crypto Sevi in the chat. I would like that Crypto Sevi is in the chat. Oh my god, there's Crypto Sevi in the chat, man! Crypto Sevi, hey man! How you doing? How you doing? Ah, give me a hug, man. Give me a hug. Come on, come here, come here, come here. Oh, Crypto Sevi is in the chat, guys. I didn't even notice that. Hey man, how you doing? Correct. Elon Musk sold. I'm just received right now breaking news, you know, from the Watcher Guru guy that I told you about on Twitter. Elon Musk Twitter acquisition bid is facing the FTC antitrust investigation. Dave, we don't forget you, this entrepreneur. Crypto Sevi is in the chat. Hey man, how you doing, man? So what's your target for the bottom, man? I want to know what's your like. I am saying like 23, 24, 25 maybe, but I want to hear you. I don't watch too much of your channel, you know, because you know, too many channels to watch and follow, but I do watch you when there is some kind of beefing going on between you and Jordan Cameron. Don't ask. No, I gotta ask. I gotta ask, you know, if Crypto Sevi wants to answer, I gotta ask, man. I gotta ask. You know, we YouTubers gotta hold together. It doesn't matter, you know. 4.5k in March 2023. Ooh, that's low, man. That's low. That's slow. The dump is not over, guys. Yeah, the dump is not over, but I mean, we are seeing some kind of, you know, some kind of moves here on the 5-minute chart that might, you know, get us towards the upside. I mean, this is, you know, we extended towards the downside too much too fast, guys. Too much too fast, and we did close below very important levels on the 4-hourly time frame. So 4-hourly looks like crap, but you know, this move towards the upside just might happen, you know. 12k to 20k, that's healthy. You know, I think I'm conservative. 23, 24, 25, like that's what I'm looking at right now, you know. And saying that it's gonna go below 200 weekly moving average, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Check the volume. It can, I mean, technically it can happen with some kind of weak or some kind of very fast move towards downside over extensions when we start dumping, if that's the case. But very I cannot move it like that. Can I just press this? Can I do like this? Nah. Yeah, you gotta go way back to see these kind of wicks on the volume. So the volume is definitely insanely huge right now. Insanely huge right now. I think Crypto Sevi left the chat. What can you do? What can you do? But I'm glad that he came into my channel. Hey, man. I'm glad Crypto Sevi came. By the way, guys, I gotta ask, is my stream like okay? DSY going back down. Yes, everything works fine. Everything works fine. I just lost like 50% of people for some reason. No, it's buffering. Yeah, it might be that. Like, I'm seeing big drop in viewers. I don't know why. Buffering a bit. Yeah, why is buffering? Yeah, probably because kids are, you know, using up all the stream. Stream is okay. I refreshed my page. Yeah, because I see right now there is only 76 people. For some reason, like, you know, viewers dropped down big time on my screen. It went from, you know, 160 down to 77 right now. There was a major disconnect. Okay. So all that shebang that I was talking about, nobody heard. Who cares? Who cares, man? People saw Crypto Sevi and left the chat. Yeah, refresh, fixed it. Yeah, so it's not my problem. I don't know. Maybe you know, kids are watching stuff on you know, on iPad and stuff like that. So you know, that can be that. Turn off torrents. I stopped doing torrents when I got a job, man. I remember when I was a kid, you know, I was on internet all the time, of course, and you know, didn't have any money, so everything was being torrented. You know, games, programs, you know, movies. You know, everything. But you know, as soon as I got the job, you know, I started getting some kind of nice money in my pocket, I stopped doing it and just started paying for everything, you know, because it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier life. It's a lot easier life. Who was the guy on Twitter again? It was Crypto Sevi, man. Crypto Sevi. Good guy, good guy. Very bearish, but good guy. Very bearish, but good guy. So Bitcoin's right now down minus 6.43% towards downside. It does look like it's bottomed out a little bit up here. You know, right now, you know, we need to see how this actually gonna play out. Well, where did this dump come from? No, the other one. There was no other one. Who's that guy on Twitter again? Oh yeah, do you mean the guy with all the stuff with the news? Oh yeah. It's Watcher Guru, man. This guy is legit. I don't know why. And this guy is getting all kinds of let's go to Twitter. Where's Twitter? Oh my, where is my Twitter, man? There is Twitter. TLI Crypto. If you're not following me at Crypto, follow me as well. It's called Watcher Guru. Watcher Guru. This guy. So follow this guy. When I start following, he had like 800,000. Right now he has 850. But he's always like one of the first guys that actually comes out with the news. I don't know how he does that, but this guy is the guy to follow. Now I'm trading with the inverted chart. You'll be on YouTube after 5 years. Yeah, sure. Why not, man? Depends if I make it or not. If I become as rich as the Moon and, you know, that Martini guy and some other guys, maybe I'm gonna drop to YouTube. But I do like YouTube, so I'm still gonna continue doing that. I don't know if I'm gonna do technical analysis, but I'm gonna still be around, you know. Besides that, you know, I like doing this, so no problem, man. Wow, and down we go. So this guy, Watcher Guru. So do you know how I know that, knew, for example, that Twitter, he was one of the first, before the general public got a hint that, you know, Elon Musk was actually acquiring Twitter. I actually knew, and I was wondering why, you know, Dogecoin wasn't reacting. So if you look at Dogecoin right now, and that's why I've been salty as well. Down here, he was saying that Elon Musk just acquired Twitter on his. You can check. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna find it. We're gonna find that link. When was that? What kind of day was that? 25th April. Yeah, 25th April. So let's go down to 25th April. This is. Let's just find the tweet. Let's just find the tweet. He was one of the first guys that actually said that. May 2nd. Let's go back to 25th of April. April 30. April 29. By the way, is the stream okay now? Does it lag? Is it buffering? 28. We gotta go back. 27. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you. 26. 25. Twitter started showing halting in preparation of Elon Musk acquisition deal. Yeah. Justin Dogecoin soared 40% as Elon Musk approached Twitter buyout. The official board has been hacked. Elon Musk will officially acquire Twitter at 44 billion. Twitter has been as early. Elon Musk will take over as Twitter. Is Elon Musk? This is at 25, but this one, wait. Twitter to accept Elon Musk offer as soon as. So let's see up here. When was this posted up here? It was actually after. It was actually after. But how did I knew before that? Maybe. Wait. Yeah, this was probably the rumor. Is Elon Musk hitting at the done deal? I hope that in my worst case on Twitter. Maybe it was that. Let's see up here. No, that's actually after that. I can swear it was down here. I can swear it. Because I know, because, you know, Dogecoin was dumping down like 10-20%, and I was hearing rumors about, you know, Elon Musk buying Twitter. I was hearing. Anyways, this guy is always like one of the first guys. Let's say one of the first guys. Let's not say first guy, but one of the first guys. Always good guy to follow, and he knows like everything. I don't think it's one guy. I think it's a group of people, but he knows like everything that's happening right now. You know, love the fact that everyone's on YouTube's viewings are at a low. Tells me we'll get another chance at the crypto game. Yeah. So if you look at my view statistics and subscriber gains and stuff like that, and everybody else's. Straight down, like there is no gains, guys. Perfect, no buffering. Dogecoin to the moon, yeah. So Bitcoin right now a little bit going a little bit up, a little bit down. This right now retesting some kind of support levels down here. I think I'm not quite sure if this can continue dumping right now. You know, it can definitely do that. And the worst case scenario, you know, we talked about the best case scenario, right? The best case scenario, I'm gonna draw it on this chart over here right now. Best case scenario of right now, let me draw this first up here and pull this line down 37.7. So we said the best case scenario is closing up here. The worst case scenario is right now if this dumps a little bit more below the line down here. That means that tomorrow is going to be a bloodbath. Okay, so if we close below this line down here, that's right now at let's just put it wherever it's right now at 36.7. Let's put the line down there. 36.9, yeah, 36.9, 36.7. This line and this line up here, man. 37.7, 38. So these two lines. If we close above the line up here, if we can, you know, close above the line, this is very bullish. This is bullish, right? This is bullish. Now, on the other hand, if we close below down here, this is panic. No, it's almost panic. Almost panic. Okay, guys. Charles Hoskinson will save crypto. Yeah, eventually he will. Eventually he will. 39 2021. Hell, gotta love these dumpy dumps. Similar 39. September. Similar, there is not such similar situation, man. There is, you know, it's not similar at all. It's totally different. Down here we had, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on the some kind of bottom here, 100 moving average. There is probably some other trend line up here as well. This created some kind of double bottom down here. We blasted through everything and just continue rallying towards the upside. It's not the same at all. It's not the same. The problem down here, the problem on this chart up here is that right now we have a big falling wedge that failed. The failure is the huge part, you know. Failure is telling you right now that we are extremely bearish towards downside, and that's why we don't like this that much, because we are failing towards downside, right? Bear jumping out of the window everywhere. This dump started because I started long position a bit. Yeah, a lot of people did FOMO in, unfortunately, on the breakout. So it definitely got a lot of people, you know, FOMO'd in up here on this green candle up here. I think a lot of people went long, and this dump down. The reason this dump was so fast on the downside is it has to be the, you know, fast. Imagine if you are down here, you see some button, you see the price going up, so you FOMO in, right? So you do not want these people to get out of the market. What you want to do is you want to keep everybody who FOMO'd in up here. You want to keep them down here as well. So you slowly go down and then you dump fast before they can react. So right now there's so much down on the downside, they're like, oh, it's gonna come back up. And when you break this on the downside, they're gonna be well, now I can't sell, you know, maybe it's gonna recover. And it's gonna start going a little bit maybe up here, and they're gonna be, oh, there's hoping this is gonna go forever. And then it's gonna have another fast dump on the downside, and then they're down too much, and they're like, I'm never selling, right? And then you go down a little bit, yeah, and this got a big bottom, man, this got a big bottom. So these people are still haven't sold, they're still down here with price. No, it's not bottom, right? And then you have this nice dump capitulation candle down here, and then they're like, WTF, man, this is going to zero, right? So they're like, nope, I'm selling here. And then they sell the bottom, we buy the bottom, and we go to moon, right? It has not failed. Your overline is wrong. We didn't break out. We didn't break out. What you mean we didn't break out? What's wrong, man? My line is wrong. I take that personally. I take that personally. Yeah, there is a way to draw the line. I agree. This line up here, we talked about this on the Bitcoin Daily, and technically we are still inside the wedge. Yes, I did talk. I swear to God, guys, I did talk about this on the Bitcoin Daily today. We are still in some kind of wedge and hitting the resistance up here. So you know there is still in breakout, but a lot of people have been watching, a lot of people are watching, we as well, because this line down here is a lot nicer. This line here broke towards the upside, right? Broke two very important levels of support, but we are still being bearish because it did not break this level up here at 39. Where was it? Up here. It did not break in 39,745 or something like that, right? It didn't break that. So you know we were still, you know, saying that, you know, this you know, it needs to pump a little bit more. But you know, if you watch the just the wicks up here, the top wicks, and as I always say, God is in the wicks. We didn't break out. But the other line, because this one has 1, 2, 3 very nice touches on the trend down, and this, you know, is just as legit downtrend as any you know, this falling wedge is just as legit. The breakout almost looked nice, but if this was in any kind of, if this was in some kind of maybe bullish market where we were going up here and then having this falling wedge, then getting back above the 10-20 moving average up, that would be super bullish, guys. We will be like playing Dodge Daddy and Dancing in the Sky and whatever, right, and Solar and all of these good songs, right? But unfortunately we didn't do that. Unfortunately we are still in a bearish market. We are still getting pushed down, and this move towards the upside that we just had right now, it looks like it's failing a little bit. Still keeping down here support, so we're gonna see that if this is gonna continue on downside. I mean, if it continues downside, this is definitely really bad. right now. You can see here, but it had this nice capitulation candle down here. So we're gonna see how much on the downside can we go. Guys, I have to go. I have to put the kids to bed. You know, they have to eat and stuff like that, you know. Life calling. But we will definitely have another live stream, emergency live stream later tonight, because we're gonna talk more about this. So make sure to hit the like button on the way out, subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications button, all and everything that. Check the Twitter, you know, follow that guy, watcher guy, because the news guy, follow that guy, and hopefully this doesn't close below 37, 36, 8, 29 tonight. We still got something like 7 hours and 16 minutes left, so you know we will be definitely live streaming again today, because this is just too big of happening and very important one. So you know we're gonna talk about that. Maybe even watch some altcoins, guys. Maybe even watch some altcoins. But this was the emergency stream because we gotta know when these big moves happen, what's actually, you know, what's everything you know is about. We might just be on some kind of sport. We might have a small move towards downside, but if we continue towards downside, the extensions towards downside will be so big that there will definitely be some kind of pump, some kind of big pullback towards upside. Thanks, guys. See you around. And as always, I'm not quite sure what to end the stream with, so we're just gonna end it with our usual outro. And by the way, Crypto Sevi, if you're watching the show, thanks for stopping by. See ya, guys. See ya. Bye bye.